Hello dear student, here you will have chapter number 5th of class 9th, the fundamental unit of life, concept map. So your map is starting from cell. What do you mean by cell? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. So this is very important part. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. And who one discovered cell? Cell first discovered by or observed by Robert Hooke in 1665, and with the help of which he discovered cell with the help of compound microscope. So with the help of compound microscope, it Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered the basic structural and functional unit of our life. Now, after this, you have how many type of cell on the base of present of nuclear membrane. There are two main type of cells, eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. What is the difference between these two? Now we discuss about the what is the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell on the base of size of cell and on the base of nuclear membrane or true nucleus present or not present. On that base, this cell are of two main type, eukaryotic and prokaryotic. So in which case the size is large, from 5 to 100 micrometer, then it is become under the eukaryotic cell. And in this case, true nucleus with nuclear region means every cell is having a plasma membrane in their surrounding, and also nucleus also having a nuclear membrane to their surrounding, means true nucleus present in this case of eukaryotic cell. So, and in which case the size is also large. And third one, the example of eukaryotic cell is plant and animal cell. So here is the three difference between these two, prokaryotic and eukaryotic is given. First one, the example of these two, eukaryotic example is plant and animal cell, prokaryotic example is bacteria. Now second one, the size is generally large in case of eukaryotic cell. So the size of eukaryotic cell is 5 to 100 micrometer, and the size of prokaryotic cell is always small, and it is size between 1 to 10 micrometer. Now third one, the true nucleus means it having a nuclear membrane in their surrounding. So this is present in case of eukaryotic cell, but in case of prokaryotic cell, there the true nucleus is absent or with undefined nuclear membrane, means nuclear membrane is not be present in surrounding of nucleus. So that's why it is known as nucleoid in case of prokaryotic cell. So here first of all we discuss about these two, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. This is the two division of cell on the base of nuclear membrane present or not present. In which case nuclear membrane present, it is known as prokaryotic, and in which case nuclear membrane is not present, it is known as eukaryotic cell. Okay, and after this you have part of cell. But before starting this concept, we continue this concept of prokaryotic and eukaryotic. In this case of prokaryotic, more than one chromosome present, but in this case of eukaryotic, only single chromosome present. So this is also the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. More than one chromosome present in case of eukaryotic, only single chromosome present in case of prokaryotic organism. Now next one, membrane bounded cell organelle is present in case of eukaryotic, like mitochondria, lysosome, Golgi apparatus. All this membrane bounded cell organelle is present in case of eukaryotic cell only, but in case of prokaryotic cell, membrane-less cell organelle is present, means that organelles which are present in case of prokaryotic not having a membrane in their surrounding. So that's why it is known as membrane-less cell organelle is present in case of prokaryotic cell. And at last you have the Example of this membrane bounded cell organelle is present in case of eukaryotic mitochondria, plastid, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies. All are present in case of eukaryotic cell. But in case of prokaryotic cell, what is only membrane bounded? Ribosome only present, which is the membrane bounded in case of prokaryotic cell. Now after this you have concept the part of cell. How many main part of cells present? First one is your plasma membrane, second one is your cytoplasm, and third one is your nucleus. So these are the main part present in any cell. Okay, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell organelles. So any cell consists of plasma membrane, cytoplasms. What do you mean by plasma membrane? The outermost covering of the cell. What is mean by cytoplasm? The fluid present inside the cell is known as cytoplasm. What is we mean by nucleus? In center the spherical body present, which consists the hereditary material, and it helps to be transfer the character from parents to offspring. This is known as nucleus. And fourth one, it is the cell organelles. Different type of cell organelles present inside the cell on the base of their function. Like mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of their cell. Lysosome is known as suicidal bag of the cell. So like this, and every cell consists of main four part. First one is your plasma membrane, second one is your cytoplasm, third one is your nucleus, and fourth one is your cell membrane. Please students see this map carefully, because if you learn this concept in this map, all the chapter is be clear to all of you. Okay, so after this, first of all we discuss about the first point of this chapter, that this is your plasma membrane. So starting from the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is very important outermost covering of our cell, and it is be made with the help of lipids and protein. Plasma membrane is be made with the help of lipids and protein, and it is known as semi-permeable membrane. Why? It is allow the entry or exit of certain substances only, which is be necessary for cell. All the substances are not able to be allowed enter inside the cell, who is not necessary for our cell. So that's why it is known as selective permeable membrane. So first of all, first characteristics is it is the outermost covering of our cell. Second one, it is be made with the help of lipid and protein, and third one, it is be semi permeable or selective permeable membrane, because it allow the entry of those substances only inside the cell which is be necessary for our cell. All the content is not be able to go inside the cell without plasma membrane permission. So here the role of plasma membrane is very important. Now fourth one, it helps in diffusion and osmosis. What do you mean by diffusion? I think all of you know about these two terms, na? Diffusion and osmosis we discussed in our chapter reading. Diffusion means the, what do you mean by diffusion? The movement of the substance gases from higher concentration to lower concentration, and the movement of water from higher concentration to lower concentration is known as osmosis. So these are the two terms which is be done by the plasma membrane. So it helps in these two terms. Plasma membrane helps in diffusion and osmosis both. So after this, allow some organisms like amoeba to engulf food and other substance by the process of endocytosis. So this is also the characteristics of our plasma membrane. After this, you have the explanation of what do you mean by osmosis and what do you mean by diffusion. One by one we discuss about these two terms. First of all, you have osmosis. What do you mean by osmosis? The movement of water from higher concentration to lower concentration. Here it is be written, a passage of the water from the higher water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane to lower concentration. On the base of the concentration movement from higher to lower, the solution are of three main types. First one is your hypotonic, second one is your isotonic, and third one is your hypertonic. So you have three main type of solution here. First one is your isotonic, second one is your hypotonic, and third one is your hypertonic. So you have three main type of solutions here. Now first one, what do you mean by Hypotonic means medium which lower water concentration than the cell, means in which case the concentration of the water inside the cell is low is known as hypotonic, and if the concentration of water inside the cell and outside the cell is equal, it is known as isotonic solution. And in which case in case of the water concentration inside the cell is more than the external environment, it is